Hello there, folks. Hey, this is Joe Wazoo here. Hey, in this video today, we're going to talk about the details function of the widgets. This is a subject that is deep to me, that I have finally, I think, figured out or mastered, and I wanted to share with everybody what I learned and how to finally use this. So if you look at this page I got right here, I got two things on here. I'm going to cover these. Let me back up just a little bit. Let me go over here to data tags on the left. I want you to notice that in this example, I have, I'm pretending that I have some PID modules. And basically, they're all the same. The only difference is the name is different each one and might have some different values. But notice all of these folders have the same name tags in them. And basically what I'm saying to you is on my display page, I want to have this page as the main. And then if I wanted to go in and alter some things, I want to have a little pop-up that'll come up. But I don't want to have to copy and paste this each time to recreate these sub-pages. So I'm going to show you what I got. So this one here, let's start this one. This guy here's the main one. So I'm going to right-click, go to Properties, and I'm going to hit the Edit button here. Everything in this section, this is everything I've taught for widgets forever. It's the same. Notice folder binding is enabled. I do that all the time as well. The only difference is that in number 7, I have something here called Details 1, and I have it data type of page. Notice that. Remember the name Details 1. And then down here, I've turned on Details Creation enabled, and I have a kind of a name here of the Details widget. Now, I'm going to come back to this. I'll show you where this is used, but just kind of remember this name right here. So I'm going to click the OK button. Here I am, back here, nothing here. This is normal. There's nothing on any of these other tabs. Everything's like we've done in the past. No big difference. Leave all this alone. I'll click OK. All right. Now, this is the pop-up thing that I want to have happen. So this thing, if I right-click on it, go to Properties, I want you all to notice here, I click the Edit button here. No difference. This thing is just a pop-up, so I'm not going to do anything with this. I guess you could have sub details again. Yeah, boy, you really get deep. But anyway, I'm going to leave this. This is just normal. Folder binding turned on. That's no big deal. I'm going to click the OK button. That's it. I'll come back to this guy. I'm going to click OK. Now, this unit, when I go to save it, I'm going to go to Organize, Save Widgets. And I want you to see that I'm going to save it as the name setPoint_temperature. That's the name I put in here. So I'm going to save it. And I'll say, yeah, all right, because it's the same. I'm just doing the same. But over in Widgets, there it is right there. Notice when I hover over it, you can kind of see the name sort of right there. But I also know the name is setPoint_temperature. Just kind of remember that. All right. So back to this thing. Now, I'm going to right-click back on this in Properties. Hit the Edit button here. I put the name of that thing here. So that name matches here. That's important. Okay, kind of remember that. And then let me go a little further. Inside this widget, I have this red button right here. Can I pick a different color to maybe show up? Well, I picked the same color. I have this red button right here. Now let me zoom in a little bit. Remember with widgets, if you click away, lose focus, click one time, you're holding the widget. You can see down here, it says that. And then if you click again, you're going to get the green border. And now I'm in here working with things. Now, these are just standard items with the widget, no big deal. But this button, notice I have the word pop-up. So let's go investigate this because you got to see this. I'm going to go Properties. And I just put text. It's just a regular button. All it is, that's the old button you guys get from over here at Core Primitives. It's one of these bevel buttons. I drugged it out on that, no big deal. But when I go to the Action tab, look here. This is the part that's different. Now, you could have Go To Page if you wanted to, and just actually go to another page. But in this case, I want to show the Details one. Notice the name Details here. And I'm going to do a Show Pop-Up. So just kind of remember this Details here, which is the part that's deep for me. But then if I click OK, come back here, click Away, close the widget, right-click and go to Properties, and then go Edit. That right there is the detail name. It's going to take this thing here and it's going to put that name that's right here in that field at runtime, or when I go to bind this, you'll see. All right, so I'll click OK, click OK again here. That looks good. Now I made these on two separate. This guy here, by the way, also, if I go to organize, save widget, and I just called this one PID. It's this guy right here, so I can override it. It's the same, no big deal. Yep. All right, so now it's saved. Okay, so there's my 2 items. Now here's where the magic happens. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to create a new page, a blank page like so. I'm going to go over here to the right side, go to primitives. I'll go to the home directory, slide all the way down to the bottom, and go into widgets right here. So I'm going to grab this thing, and I'm going to put it right here. Okay, let's just try one, and then I'll do my full show here. So I got this guy here, and I want to bind this to the tags in PID1. So watch this. I'm going to right-click, and I'll go to Bind Widget down here. Boom. Normal thing I've covered before, but watch what happens over here when I do this. Ready? Here I go. I'm going to grab the folder from PID1. I'm going to grab the whole folder because I'm doing folder binding. I'm going to drag it right here, drop it right here. Watch this. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Ooh, look. All of a sudden over here now, there's a page 1 _ zoom 1. So if I click on that, hey, there's that thing. And look, these are bound. So it went bound the things here and then put it here. What's weird is how come this doesn't show the name? Oh, we'll figure this out in a little bit. All right, let's try this real quick. So let me slide this to the top. So we want to test it. I'm going to go ahead and download this to my emulator. Let's see what it does here. Oh, there we go. Perfect. It's working like, now watch this. I'm going to click this button. Boom. Takes me here. I could go into here and put in something like that. Well, I got to use my keyboard here. I'm using the emulator. There you go. And you can see it's similar. Now watch. If I hit the X, which is set up, well, I should have showed that too. Let me go back. Here I am here. How come this has this number? Let me look something. Let me look at something real quick here, team. Oh, this is supposed to be. This is not details. Well, that's an interesting number. That must mean something to Crimson. This is actually supposed to grab the name. So I'm going to try to type name here. Oops. Oh, there, grab the name. Yep, perfect. That's I got to fix that. So now that I see that mistake, well, we'll come back to that. We'll fix that in a second. All right, so that's that. Let me go back to here. Actually, let me go here. This button here, you saw me when I clicked this. This came as a pop-up. Now, if I go into this widget here, or this, it's a widget, but inside, look at this little button I put here. That's just a button, and it's just all I got there. That's over here in data symbol factory, and I think it's in miscellaneous. Yeah, it's in miscellaneous somewhere over here. Yeah. Right, it might be in here or 1. It doesn't really matter, but anyway, that's just an X. That's right. Where is it? Well, it's over here somewhere. It's a symbol. Anyway, so all I did here is I added an action to that, and I used the action hide pop-up. Since I'm calling that page from the original widget as a pop-up, then when I click that, that shuts it down. Perfect. Now, you saw this mistake right here I made on this guy? I mean, I hope you saw it. You saw that number. So I'm going to go fix this here. I'm going to come back to this guy. I'm going to go in here. Let me fix this. This is supposed to be the name. Oops. Name is the name. Oh, come on, Jose. I'll just do it the long way. Here we go. Boom, hit enter. Notice it disappears because that's a string tag, and I'm not simulating anything, so that's okay. I'll click all right. Now that I made that fix, I need to resave this. So I'm going to click on it one time, go to the organize, pull down, save widget. I wonder what this does. I'll try another day. Let me do the save widget. This is my PID. I hit save, and there it overwrite. So let's go ahead and try something again. Let's go boom. Get rid of that guy. Don't mind those errors. Yep. I deleted that page. So now I'm going to delete this one. I want to test my theory right there. Drag it out there. Go properties, bind widget. And I'll grab PID1, put it right there. Boom. There it is. Now watch this though. Here's what's really cool. If I drag this out a couple more times, like this, there you can see I got 3 more on there. This one I bound to PID1. Let's right click on this one, bind widget. I'm going to grab PID2, drag, boom, look, automatically lead over here. Right click on this one, go bind widget, drag PID3, put it there, bam, nice. one more bind widget, PID 4 right there, bam, there it is. So let's test it, team. I got this on top, and these are the other ones. Ready? Let's try it out. Let's go ahead and download it. Here we go. So look, this is PID 1, PID 2. I can manually turn on and off things in each one. That's what I want. I can click the pop-up. I can see the temperature for this guy. I can change this. This is PID 1, so let's make that 11. This is supposed to be PID 2. Notice these things are all independent, which is awesome. Hit the pop-up. Let's make this one be number 22 for PID 2. Enter. Took that. How about this guy here? We'll make this one be 33. Yep. Boom. And this one here, we'll make it be 44. And there you have it. All of these are independent, and that works perfect. And let me go back here. The key to this, and this is the part that took me forever to figure out, the key of this PID details is that right here, this name here has to be the name of your saved widget over here that you want it to go to. That is the key part. And then, of course, the button, this pop-up button here, notice it says details here. So just reiterating, if I go back into this button, properties, and it's right here. I mean, there's probably other things, but I'm using that details name here to reference the name of this guy here. It's happening behind the scenes, but that's what's going on. And that's it. So I just thought I'd make a quick video of this. This is what I call deep information. In the few years I've been doing this job, I think I've ever seen maybe 4 or 5 databases where somebody's ever used the details side. But it's pretty deep, and I'm kind of tickled about it. Anyway, if you want a copy of this database to play around with, please let me know. I'll be glad to email it to you. Just request the name up here, and I'll send it to you. I will say that when you get it, the first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to need to save these two to your widgets. Otherwise, this isn't going to work, because it's got to find them over here in your widgets, and then you're off to the races. Anyway, pretty darn cool if you ask me, team. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel. I don't ever promote that, but please do. See y'all later.